I am Dr. Vijay Kumar Reddy, Dr. Vamshi, Scrub Sister Shivajyoti, Tech Praveen. Today we are going to show a interesting and rare case of Lima intervention. This 74-year-old gentleman underwent post-EBG in 2009 and has got severe angina. He has received Lima to LAD graft and SPG2 OM graft. For the last 1 month, he has got CCS class 3 angina. We did angiogram. There is a SPG graft to OM is patent, and the Lima to LAD distal anastomotic site shows 90% long segment stenosis, which is responsible for his anginal symptoms. This is Lima intervention. Lima left internal memory artery is very resistant to atherosclerosis, but the distal anastomotic site is very common for restenosis. There are some technical difficulties while doing Lima intervention. Number one, there will be a osteal spasm or dissection of pen while doing the Lima intervention. And Lima is a very tortuous vessel, so delivering a wire, delivering a balloon and stent is very difficult, and there will be accordion effect while doing the procedure. It is thereby causing very difficult to identify the exact location of the lesion. So we should choose some landmark. Here in this patient, we engaged with Lima catheter 6 French, passed a BMW wire which went on smoothly, and we landed the wire distal to the in the vessel, and we have dilated the lesion with 1.5 into 10 Rayuri balloon followed by 2 into 10 balloon, and afterwards we passed a 2.5 into 30 resolute Voynich stent, and it was deployed at nominal pressure for 20 seconds 2 times. Afterwards the check angio shows there is a ideal expansion, but we did the post dilatation with 2.75 into 10 non-compliant balloon. Afterwards there is no dissection, the TME3 flow is established and patient is anginal free. So Lima intervention is technically very challenging intervention when compared to native vessel angioplasty, and we did it successfully in this patient. Thank you very much. This is the Lima injection with Lima guide. It is showing a long segment 95% lesion in the LAD Lima anastomotic site. We checked it different angles. Now we pass the wire through balloon support. We placed the wire distally. This is the lesion. Now we are dilating with 1.5 into 10 Rayuri balloon. Now we are dilating from the below upwards up to 14 atmospheres. These are all sequential dilatation with 1.5 into 10 balloon. Now afterwards we took a 2 into 10 balloon there is still residual stenosis and there is a accordion effect which is common in Lima. Now we took a 2 into 10 balloon and we are dilating with 2 into 10 balloon from below. Now there is some accordion, still there is some residual lesions. Now we are taking a 2.5 into 30 resolute Voynich stent. We placed the stent across the lesion and verified in different angles covering the entire lesion. Now we have inflated the Onyx stent to nominal pressure for 20 seconds for 2 times. Afterwards, we are given 100 mg of nitroglycerin to relieve any spasm. There is no spasm. Afterwards, we want to optimize the stent with a non-compliant balloon. We are post-dilating the stent with non-compliant balloon with 18 atmospheres from below upwards. And we checked the balloon position through that stent boost, and we placed the balloon right across the stent, and we have optimized the stent with up to 18 atmospheres. Now post NC balloon dilatation, we given NTG and we checked for any dissection. TME flow, TME3 flow is established. There is no dissection. Stent is well opposed, well expanded, and the result is excellent, and the patient is absolutely symptom free. And we checked, is there any leakage of the femoral site? There is no leakage. Thank you.
Sunshine, it's my sunshine.